Two friends.
One mic.
Unspoken.
Raw.
And uncensored.
So, welcome back to
Two Caps. I was looking at you that time.
What's going on?
I'm all right, you know. You know what?
Yeah.
Yo, I'm glad to be here.
Yeah.
So much to talk about. And you know exactly what we've been through the last 24 hours to even make this happen.
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
I don't know if we should let you guys into what's happened over the last 24 hours.
Don't give them the 40. Just
to give you some insight. We
obviously
shoot, edit, record, sound,
location,
travel, set, travel is us only. Just us two.
Just
everything. Us two shooting the podcast at the minute.
Yeah.
And we run into some technical difficulties yesterday.
We say charge it to the game, anything that goes wrong.
I said to him, by the time we keep charging this thing to the game, we're going to be bankrupt.
Innit? No matter how we look, what are we like, right, we're posting anyway. You just have to get over that shit. But
So we normally shoot on a Sunday, but we're sitting today with you on a Monday.
It's Monday, you know.
Can you believe it? But we had to pivot.
We
had to relocate and try and think, you know what, best can work for us, really.
Yeah. And even now, these mics better be connected after all this is done.
Well, obviously, you can tell me the last 2 episodes, we ran into some technical difficulties, sound-wise.
Lots of technical difficulties.
I think we sorted it.
But you learn as you go.
But it's all about growth, right? And we always said the journey that goes with this is going to be the best part.
And this episode today, I have been itching to talk about. Yeah.
Oh yeah, guys.
No Pink Batty Riders.
You ready?
That's what it's called. No Pink Batty Riders. That's what the episode's called.
Please explain to the people what this means.
But No Pink Batty Riders is basically the depiction or misconception of, the gay world or gays, clubland. Yeah. I always used to explain to my friends before anyone was aware of what was what. Not everybody is wearing pink Batty Riders dancing to Kylie Minogue. No gossa. You know what I mean? So it's just dispelling the myths and stuff, like highlighting areas that, has been a part of our life for ages. But, we want to put people on.
It's going to be an interesting conversation because I guess being the age we are now and looking, I guess, at the gay scene, it's going to be a very different conversation because I guess we grew up in it.
Yeah.
But I left it 4 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago, if that. Do you know what I mean?
In it, look at you.
So I tried to. I definitely left. I haven't been out to a gay club in yonks.
You can retire,
Oh, I'm retired.
I'm fully
a retired raver. I don't rave. I don't go to nightclubs. I don't do none of that. So to say I'm a part of a gay scene,
but that's what we're getting into today. Okay, so it's good. It's stick around. Okay, get a cup of tea and come get involved. But how has your week been?
Do you know what? This week has been a very interesting week.
Yeah. Go on.
Can I start it off with? Because I think this is as much as the week's been
I'll give you
crappy,
2 minutes. It's
been crappy, but there's been some really good TV shows out at the minute.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've watched America's Next Top Model. I think it's for the reality reckoning.
The documentary. Tyra. If I send you this, it means I'm not taking any responsibility. I ain't taking none, mates. Yeah.
I am, but to be fair, I think I'm one of those people because I watched America's Next Top Model from cycle 1 right up to I think cycle 22. Cycle 18 I think it was. After 18 going on, it just became such a gimmick.
Yeah.
I feel America's Next Top Model lost its what it was created for. Do you know what I mean? And then it started becoming this social experiment and doing all these odd weird things like smizing and
schmizing.
Doing I know smizing obviously was earlier.
Can you smize out?
Huh? One.
It's you're supposed to blow out.
2, 3.
It's like you're supposed to blow. She said you grit your teeth and you blow through your mouth. Anyway,
is that my slides?
I think you got it.
I get it.
I feel like Zoolander.
I don't know why I'm doing a phone face.
They are already in it.
Yeah, what's you the most, I guess? Just quickly run over it.
Oh, just Tyra not taking responsibilities. What the models actually went through behind the scenes, because we grew up as millennials, so we were stuck in the illusion as well. This is real life. But what they actually went through. And I think the other judges as well, not taking responsibility, because they did say some bad shit as well.
Oh, yeah.
And it's all fallen on Tyra as though she's the only person involved. But she did not take accountability. And when I watched it, I was like, well, if I can sense that, does everybody else sense this? And the next day online, it was just like, bam, you know what I mean? So that's what I think.
See, for me, I'm stuck on it a little bit because you see, we're talking about a situation or a show that was created nearly 20 years ago?
Right.
Do you get what I mean? That was a completely different lifetime ago.
Yeah.
If we think of how society formed itself and not formed because it was formed back then, but how society was back then. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Like people are a lot more straight, direct, said what was on their mind.
Sensitive now.
Do you get what I mean? Whereas today's world is like you can't even say boo or anything.
PC,
like everyone's triggered.
Can't use the word fat, can't use the word skinny. So it was a different time, but yet at the time, I think the new behind the scenes, this is still kind of taking a piss. But there was no future yet. There was no.
As well, what really irritates me is that, as you're saying, we learned from what occurred. So obviously now those same decisions wouldn't happen. Do you get what I mean?
Right.
But can we allow people space to have mistakes?
Well,
do you know what I mean?
As long as they take accountability for it. Which is what I think people's problem is, Tyra. It
but
seems
what was she meant to take account? No, that's the wrong question. Because I know what she's meant to take accountability for. Because there's a lot of things that I guess we look at now border the line of quite bad in terms of reality TV and putting people through certain things they had to go through. But at the same time, you see cycle 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All those girls, you signed on knowing what you were going to put yourself up to.
Yeah.
Well, cycle 1, I can understand them being a bit like, raw, wagwan for this. I didn't understand. But from the time you've watched cycle 1, you saw how Janice was. You saw how the Jays were.
Yeah.
You understood the context of the show.
So you know what, you knew what he's getting into.
Now you want to cry like, oh, we were this, oh, we were that. Yeah. Get into the real world of modelling.
Right.
Girls out there not eating, not doing this, not doing that, don't have a platform to show who they are. They've got to hustle amongst all these hundreds and thousands of other people.
Yeah. To make it out there alone,
isn't it? Out of 13 girls.
Well, there you go.
Yes, it came with its bad little bits, but come on, look where you are today. You're sitting on TV talking about it.
Isn't it?
Have a bit of gratitude too, I think. Anyway, that's just my opinion.
So that was Tyra. So that's been what you caught up in it. What pissed you off this week?
Well, no, wait. We can't skim over. No. We can't skim over the Brits.
The Brits? Okay, that's what to me about. Well, it did happen the other day, you know what I mean?
Well, it happened on Saturday.
So
I think in our last episode, we spoke about the predictions and who we thought was going to win. And the Brits just happened this Saturday.
Yeah.
So now we know the winners.
I have a kind of mixed relationship with, like, the Brits.
I think it's a great show.
I think it was a great show, but, like, it's never felt like I have enough of what I need in there.
But I have a stick to pull with the Brits.
Go on, then.
I didn't like how they minimized the R&B category, the dance category, the pop act category, the
alternative category,
and the hip hop category. They weren't shown live during the show. No. They were given like a 2-minute segment.
Whilst they reset the stage behind them, it was like now here's your turn. You know what I mean?
And see, that kind of talks now back to what we spoke about in the last episode, where we're speaking on obviously being of dark skinned, being dark skinned and not given the right
race.
Well, no, being dark skinned and not being given the value or the respect of your art, basically.
Right.
Because how come all the other awards were given 5-10 minute slots?
Right.
And we're able to watch people come up and thank and all everything that's. But those 5 categories got literally a 2-minute thing at the end of the break.
And the joke is you could cut out certain parts of the show, like Jack Whitehall chatting off his mouth, to allow 5 minutes for an R&B category. Now, I can understand having subcategories the same way the Oscars have, like, you know, lighting and the booth and the sound. But the fact that R&B and soul and hip-hop, rap is such a big part of UK,
the most played of mainstream
One
media.
Extra, BBC, commercial radio, all of them.
Do you get what I mean?
That's your main part of your main playlist.
Yes.
So the fact that you don't represent it, again, still speaks volumes as to how the industry thinks about black music.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
And that was really sad because I really thought, I don't want to say the Brits made a turn in terms of inclusion, but I really thought there was like at least a step up.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because the amount of people that have been recognized or the amount of people on red carpet, say presenters, this, that, the other, they've got such a wide selection of different races who are doing different things with the Brits. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
So now not to give a proper shout out or proper like recognition to those categories.
Nothing. It was quick. Love Sasha Keeble because I saw her presenting the award for it. Oh, I love that she's getting her flowers and she's on her way.
Do you know what I thought looked really good last night? Well, on Saturday, I thought Jade looked incredible.
I remember what she was wearing.
Oh my god, she looked stunning.
Okay, attention to detail, mister.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because I was like,
she
they look nice.
The straight hair with the pink blush, the really minimalist makeup that really showed her beauty off. I guess she's been on tour for the last like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So she's been doing that very heavy makeup.
Yeah.
Like stage makeup.
Okay, because that's the kind of vibe she's on right now.
Yeah, this juxtaposition of her like doing such a minimalist look.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Oh, lovely. Stunning. I love the attention to detail, mate. You got your eyes right on the show, isn't it?
You gotta look at the right things.
Man. Yeah. You get me? So, quickly, what pissed you off this week? Can I tell you what pissed me off?
We're jumping into our favourite part of the show.
Yeah.
What's pissed
you
off?
What's pissed you off?
What's pissed me off this week? Yo.
Yeah.
I don't want to make it a sad, somber moment.
Or morbid.
In a way, right? But this war is really starting to terrify me.
Yeah.
Like, I cannot believe
that is
in my lifetime right now, I am literally watching a war kick off.
Yeah.
I don't know too much about it because I don't really watch the news like that.
Because I try to stay disconnected. I'm aware of what's going on in the world. You know, we're aware, but I do try to stay disconnected from that negative output.
Yeah.
So I'm not in the news like that. I am aware of what's going on. But the very fact that they've been going for this region for so long speaks volumes. If you know what's been going on for decades and them trying to move in these countries.
I don't think that's what the war's about right now. The Palestine thing.
Yeah,
it's between Iran and Israel at the moment, right?
Iran and Israel, but it ties into the fact that literally Israel are the mouthpiece of the West in the Middle East, America, Israel, and that whole region they've been wanting for the longest. So this is strategic, ongoing warfare, fully knowing that they're going to be going for these people.
So is Iran retaliating for Palestine, or is it their own beef that's happening between Iran and Israel?
It's slightly their own beef and protection of themselves. Like they were getting bombed by Israel prior to this happening right now when they were attacking the Palestinians. They were getting bombed from them. Like, hold on, what are you bombing us for? And they tried to drop the weapons of mass destruction on them, but yet they're open to the borders and the people coming in and investigating them and seeing that they do have no nuclear weapons, whereas everybody else has. So yeah, it's America makes money off war. They are world destabilizers. That's it.
What is it that Iran's got? Is it like oil? Anything that's?
I think they have oil there. I'm not even going to comment because I'm not clued.
I think we should really read into this.
Well, yeah, I can look into it. Yeah. But the beef is these people want that region. That's it. Oil, control, all of them things there. The bigger plans, I'm not even getting into it. But yeah, it's very sad. It's very sad.
That's what's really pissing me off. It's like, as much, I grew up in a childhood where I never had to fear what the next day held. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now I look at like my niece and my nephew and my godchildren, and it's like, they're all under the age of 13, and the youngest at the age of 4. And I just think the life they've got to grow up around. Do you know what I mean? Like,
or what they've got to see coming up. Yeah, it is a bit sad.
And that's really starting to scare me because it's so close to home now.
It's never got better as well. That's the thing. Everything just continually gets worse.
Like 10 times worse.
But yeah, switching gears.
But yeah, sorry, what's pissed you off?
Switching gears, innit? Do you like that one? I like that one, you know. If I was a TV presenter, I would always use switching gears.
For real?
What's another one? What would you say?
Moving on.
Moving forward. Or that's lovely.
Oh, that's great. How about there's so many ways.
Graham Norton, he goes, right. But yeah, what pissed me off this week? Putting on weight. Look at me. But yo, Thailand. I have not seen a gym since the 20th of December, innit? When I went away, we went, Christmas, family, Thailand, back, away the whole of January. February, it's like, you know, dusting off the cobwebs of life, getting back into things. We've been on the hustle of this since last year anyway, so there's been no stop there. But yeah, man, just putting on, like, you do all this working out, guys. you do all this working out, you know what I mean? And then it just comes, you go on a holiday and have like 3 beers and you're like, what up?
But to be fair, Dan, do you know what it is? It's age.
Yeah.
And I think we're going to stop delusional with our own self.
No, I'm not just having the age thing alone.
No, but it is.
Age, yeah, but like,
it's definitely age.
This back and forth has been going on since early 20s. I think it depends on
but what I mean now, let's see how you said you had 3 beers and puff.
Okay.
That's what it's age. Now it's a lot more.
It was like that for me from my 20s.
Oh, okay. It was a fat bitch thing. It was a fat motherfucker. But I know what you mean because I feel exactly the same. Like, I think just before Christmas, literally, I had to go to the hospital to get some checkups done, and I think I weighed 73 kg at the time.
Oh wow!
So I was lean as like I looked good. Like I was so.
That's like one of those ones where they go. I was sick, but I lost weight.
Oh God! Do you know as much as I've been suffering with this illness, right? I always say the silver lining in having what I have is having a good body. Like I don't have to worry. But now I don't know what's happened over the last 2 months.
Yo,
I put on like 10 kgs. Like
yes, it was you that was telling me like that time ago when I was like, oh man, don't want to eat too much at Christmas because you know you put on weight. He's like, Dan, the weight doesn't come around December. It licks you at the end of January. You know what I mean?
End of January, first week of February.
Christmas weight. Yeah. So if you're eating in December, thinking, oh, the Christmas weight has been put up. No, love. Right, wait till the end of January, then jump on the scale.
Then you'll see it for yourself.
But anyway, that's what pissed me off this week. But back into the gym, fully on it. Let's get back in there, you know what I mean? Titties out, carnival, let's go again.
That's our goal.
That's the goal, isn't it?
Summer, baby. I'm not walking around like a fat motherfucker, no way. I'm not doing it. I cannot in the life of me be that
Let's just say, back to the fitness. Okay, so here we go. No Pink Batty Riders.
Oh, we're jumping straight to the episode?
Yeah. And
guys. So, Dan's got a really great episode today.
Yeah. I just wanted to talk about it, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So I'm going to let him explain what we're going to talk about.
So, this is a prerequisite. I'm not talking for everybody. I'm talking like my experience and our experience, personal opinions and all that in it, and how things are seen and how I felt. So, like I said at the top end, we was calling it No Pink Batty Riders because it's to dispel some misconceptions or, you know, for us, it could have been like 20 years ago now, 15, 10 years ago. But there are still people out there that have no access to our world or haven't been clubbing or haven't seen the thing and still think it's
or just have major misconceptions
or just have
assumptions or just like crazy ideas of what being gay is.
Yeah.
Especially being black and gay.
Yeah.
Because there's so many stereotypes that have like, I guess, been created over the last 30, 40 years.
And I was just going to jump in there before I forget, because I was going to say, this is not like a whole conversation on the coming out. I even hate the word coming out. Yeah. It's not a conversation on, the coming out story or the ins and outs of being gay and what the world is. That's a conversation for another day.
Yeah, because we're going to jump into the complexities and like this is more kind of just looking at the scene as a whole and seeing the differences between then, now, and what we've kind of experienced growing up, I guess.
Definitely. So the first thing for me was always the depiction of the gays, right? Because on television, all you ever see is like flamboyant. Now, nothing wrong with being flamboyant. Do your thing. You know what I mean? I can be flamboyant sometimes myself, no problem. Yeah. But the only representation that you ever saw on TV was, if you're a millennial and old enough to remember, was Julian. What's his name? Julian Clary. Remember the one with the nails and the hair? Julian Clary. Mate, do you know what the joke is? You could have come over from South Africa at a certain point.
From where? I was about to say South Africa. To be fair, I am from Southern Africa.
But we know Mars is Zimbabwean. We know this. But it's like there was a guy called Julian Clary who was very much like, you know, nails, hair, eyelashes, all of that. You had like love Alan Carr, but it's just like Alan Carr. You had Supermarket Sweep, Dale Winton. So it's all these like,
dude.
Okay. Julian Clary, remember him? Yeah. Very sassy, darling. Very sassy.
I recognize his face, but I don't know.
But I remember him from like the 80s, 90s when I was young. So you always had this conception of like this flamboyancy or extremely camp. And you equated that to like gay lifestyle. All the music in the club was very dance and Kylie Minogue, because you know that's the depiction or the misconception that was out there.
Yeah.
You also had shows. Do you remember like Gimme Gimme Gimme? Mace, where were you?
Daniel, you are like 5 years older than me. What are we talking about?
The shade. Yeah.
I moved to this country when I was, what, 11?
Oh, yeah, Els does this
12,
all the
so
time.
I
I'm like,
know.
do you remember blah, blah, blah? And he's like, I don't remember blah.
No.
And I'm like, mate, right, you lot stop playing me here because it's not
You're playing yourself.
Okay, so there's Gimme Gimme Gimme. You don't remember that. Some of you guys might remember Gimme 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 out there.
Yeah,
that was such a good show. Gimme
No
Gimme
idea.
Gimme a man after midnight.
No, I know the song. But I don't remember it back then. I've heard it like now.
So Kathy Burt, we had Will and Grace. Remember Will and Grace?
Yeah, but that was more early 2010.
Right. Well, Y2K, because I'm sure they were around from the end of the 90s. But funny story about Will and Grace. I used to love that show as a kid. Makes sense now. I was not even aware that one of them were gay, or two of them rather. I just thought it was friends living together. I never understood.
Oh, didn't you?
That Will was gay. Of course, we knew Jack was gay. Very, very happy.
Came out in 1998.
1998, yeah. Okay, and then you had Queer as Folk. Remember Queer as Folk?
See, just to fling back to like Will and Grace and stuff. So see, like me growing up, like a lot of those shows, I knew what they were about.
Yeah.
And obviously growing up in a Christian household, I wasn't allowed to watch a lot of those things.
Yeah.
So a lot of the time I would sneakily watch.
Yeah.
Like, I remember Will and Grace was on Living TV.
Will and Grace, yeah. My mum watched Will and Grace. My mum watched Will and Grace. So I just thought it was like normal
people
TV.
did, because it wasn't...
Well, especially as Christians. You know what I mean?
But the thing with Will and Grace, it wasn't as... I don't say as bad, it sounds weird to say that.
It wasn't...
But it wasn't on your nose.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It was like two flamboyant men.
Yeah.
That dated other men, but they never really had other men.
Yeah, you never really saw it. So you wasn't aware.
It was more about their friendship and like the intricacies of like what was going on between them.
Yeah, I thought it was like an episode of Friends. I was like, oh, what's this different spin-off version?
But like a gay version.
Yeah.
Like I didn't know what... To be fair, I've always known what gayness was. I've not... I always knew what gayness was.
I knew Jack.
I think I was quite open from like a child. Like from a young age, like from when way back I can remember. Yeah. I've always known like straight, gay.
Your doors on,
Even though I didn't understand it in terms of like me liking men, I always knew there was a difference.
It's like gay, innit?
You know what I mean? But to be fair, gay really wasn't a word back then. It was more puff.
Yeah.
Or
you puffed that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like people use word like puff or you're gay.
That's what I'm saying. It's mad when I think back to those shows.
Batman.
We not say saw ourselves a lot in that, but that's what we were showing representation of what gay people were.
Yeah, access points.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah. And that was the kind of thing that I had in my mind, that the gay world was very dancey.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone wears pink shorts and all of that in it. So it like brings me forward to finally hitting a gay club at 18 years old, yeah.
Oh, were you 18?
I was 18.
Oh, right.
I was 18 because I was at college. Or was I 17? Going on 18? Well, I think I was 18. Okay. What was your first experience? Because everybody out there, like, saying our world, you will probably most likely remember your first experience of going out because it's the first time you're in an environment that you're like, hold on, I've probably found my people. Wow, there's loads of people like me. And
was that what you had?
Well, I went to, I'm going to give you two stories here.
Well, you asked me the question, so let me answer the question.
You go.
Because Dan does this. You ask your question, but they want to jump into what he's saying. It's like, well, I don't know what I thought was anymore.
Wait, guys, I'm trying to improve, yeah. I'm cutting down my long story short and I'm allowing people to speak.
I don't think it's worked.
That's worked. It's your turn now.
All right. So for me, first time in a club, I actually can't even remember.
Come on, what alcohol was involved, yeah?
No, the thing is, I've got flashbacks, but I don't know if this flashback that I'm having is the first time you've been in a gay club. But it's the only time I can remember because of the feeling I had.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, Bootylicious, 2000 and... want to say 10.
Yeah, Bootylicious. Yeah.
It's having the Coliseum.
Yeah, we'll explain for the people. Do you want to do a little thing as to what Bootylicious is and what it means to the community? All right, I'll do that in a second.
Yeah. So explain what Bootylicious is.
All right, quick one. Side note: Bootylicious is like R&B, hip hop. It's a black
gay night.
That's
where you find the hood.
Everybody. It's like everybody.
Yeah, you get like
Bootylicious.
Drag queens, you get the hustlers, you get the divas,
you get the DLs,
you
get the flamboyants, you get people that out, you get Jamaicans, you get people from Manchester, London,
you get
Wolverhampton, Birmingham,
everybody.
You get everybody.
Like, that was the space to be.
Yeah,
in the, like 2008 going on forward
for millennials, because Booty was going on since like I think probably the 90s or whatever.
I guess so.
But before our time, even before mine, but like definitely before our time in it. So, but it's a sick club, R&B, and it's kind of like, don't want to use the word normal, but I was like, R&B,
it's like a normal club,
black music.
It's a normal
it's
club,
just like going out, like no Pink Batty Riders.
Yeah, like everyone's in.
No one's danced.
What's it called? Snapback.
Everyone was in snapback, hoodies. Like, wow, what? Oh, okay. So there's anyway. Yeah. So your first experience,
my flashback, that, and the reason why I remember that day so vividly, is because we were just talking about the perception of what gay people are like.
Yeah,
this was my first time being in a space with that many gay people.
Yeah,
even though I was gay myself, I didn't really have gay friends.
Yeah,
I didn't grow up around gay people. Do you know what I mean?
And a lot of that is people's stories out there because we're going on our own. You know what I mean? But go on.
I obviously grew up in Luton from the age where I moved from Zimbabwe at 11 till I was 18. So between 11 and 18, I didn't know nothing about no gay people anywhere because that's just the way Luton was. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I remember being terrified.
Yeah.
I was so scared.
Were you on your own or were you invited by someone?
So weirdly enough, one of my friends that I grew up with came out like later on in life.
Okay.
And my first experience in the gay club was with him and his friends. But at that time, like growing up in Luton, I didn't even know London like that.
Right.
So me walking into like the Coliseum was
entrance.
The most scariest thing. Yeah. And I think, well, actually, to be fair, a lot of people don't know this.
Go ahead.
Like, I suffer from really bad social anxiety.
Yeah.
Like, you know this.
Yeah.
And it's, like, even just thinking back to that.
It's mad, It's a bit wild.
I don't know how I walked in. It's like thinking of the panic in my head and like how, like, I remember I had to drink just to stabilize myself.
Look, I was always on the vodka.
But then do you know what happened? By doing that, my first experience in that gay club became now how I viewed gay clubs going for a very long time. So I would have to pre-drink so much in order to get myself to be like, I'm okay to go.
Yeah.
No, it was number one cultural. Like growing up as Zimbabwean, right? No one really knew I was gay.
Yeah.
So then in reality, going to a gay club was like I was walking myself out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even though everyone around me was out, or per se in the same club for the same reason, I still had this terrified, like I didn't know what to do with myself half the time.
It's the unknown. Like every time you go into an experience, especially in our world, it's like a bit of excitement, a bit of anxiety, a bit of the unknown. Like, well, what am I going into? I've never seen this before. I've never been a part of this world. So it's the unknown, which is often a human type attribute to anything that we do or an emotion.
Like, see, I don't know, maybe this is me asking this question. So when you go out with me, right?
Yeah.
The version of Mace you get, like when it's just us, or like say at like a house party or whatever, it's so different. Or the version of Mace you get in a nightclub.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because I remember the last time we was in a club, what was it? It was Halloween, wasn't it?
Connection party.
Yeah, Halloween. And I think we walked around the club once and just stood there. Like, we don't.
But that's like, when I think back to being like in my like 19, 20 years old, and I think back to walking into clubs, I never used to speak.
Yeah.
I used to stand silent
and just stand there,
or even walk around and not say anything.
Yeah,
because the things that were just running my head, wild,
in it.
I was so terrified of being judged, so terrified of like. I don't want to say people not liking me because I became a person that people didn't like because they thought I was bougie and I thought I was too nice.
But you standoffish because you're silent.
Yeah, but they didn't understand. Like, I used to have battles going on, boss.
Was you smizing when you're standing there?
I was a bitch. Like, that's the way I put it. Like, I never used to say hello to anybody.
Yeah.
Like, I used to stand there silent.
Yeah. I used to think my stand still face was like kind of sexy.
Like
I'm single. But one time, like one person called to me once and was like, smile, bro. And I smiled and he went, there you go. And I was like, whoa, I thought I was standing here giving face.
But that's what I mean. Because that first experience I had in like the Coliseum for Bootylicious, I was so terrified and no one spoke to me.
Right.
So then I just built this persona of like, if I don't talk, no one will talk to me. If I don't engage, no one will actually come up to have it. Like, so it was an easier thing of making myself look like an absolute dickhead. Yeah. More than actually accepting the fact everyone's like me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I sometimes kick myself because I'm like, I missed out on such great experiences, I think. But allowing insecurities to fulfill those like moments. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I was right in the door.
Yeah, like, I can imagine with you.
Yeah, right. Me, like Bootylicious days.
Because how did you meet me?
I can't remember. Well,
Jason
and Mace walked past. And I was like,
I feel like you have such an open character.
Yeah.
So like, if you didn't do that to me,
you look around and you're like, and I was like, I'm Jason's friend. I'm Jason's friend. So
if you didn't do that, we wouldn't be speaking today.
But
so what was your first time? I should ask.
So my first experience was college. So we're 18 now, second year of college. Yeah. So the first gay club I ever went to was in Birmingham. And there's two experiences I want to tell you really quickly. So obviously being on a dancing theatre course, you've got gay people there. Everyone's very open, very nice. I was on the dance course, wasn't really out to anybody, had spoken to anyone about anything. And I called one of my friends because I knew two people on the course that definitely were gay and definitely going clubbing and all of that. So I called him on my Nokia. And this is going to be long story short, for real.
Okay.
But I called him on my Nokia. I was like, mate, I think I might be gay. All the time, you fucking know what you are. 100%. You know what I mean? So I was like, can I come out with you? Like, I really want to go to a club, blah, blah, blah. So he's like, yeah, come meet me. Like, we're going to go out on Saturday. College is in the week. So it was me, him, two of our other friends. So went down to Birmingham. Now, the gay village in Birmingham is right next to Arcadian. Me and my friends that I grew up with went out in Arcadian all the time as like 18 to 20, whatever guys. So that place in Birmingham, you're kind of doing this stupid thing where I'm sure everyone's been through it. You're ducking and you're weaving down to the gate area. Like, I hope I don't see anybody. Someone's going to see me coming down here because it's right next to Arcadian. Anyway, got to the club, big queue. And then we get in. And I just remember feeling like the music, the warmth, the people, and so many people and so many guys. At this point, it's not a black club, so it was a mix. But it was kind of like, whoa. And I realized one thing about myself, whatever experience I've had the first time, I always just end up on the dance floor, dancing away for hours. It happened when I went to my first under 18 raves. And I was at the front of the stage on the podium doing the dance thing, thinking I'm looking cool. And everyone's like, yeah, that's Daniel. He's out for the first time. He's out to dance and shit. But yeah, that was the first one. I just remember feeling very nervous to go in. Although I was 18,
so you actually called wanting to go out.
Yeah, I called wanting to go out. I knew about them, but I'd never been to one. And I was like, this is my chance to get out there. You're curious, you want to go, you know what I mean?
But you see, you got up in the church, right?
Yeah, I'm just.
Didn't you think that? So just quickly, didn't you think that gay nightclubs were like pits of hell? Like, that's the way I used to see it.
That's how I thought I was going to go in there and see people swinging from the ceilings wearing leather or something like that. Like, I've probably been a bit extra, but that's the way they go on. Like, do you believe the love of the Lord? And like all that, it's not that all night, man. So I heard R&B, I heard this, I heard that. And I was going to tell another part of the story, but I think I'm going to shut up. I'll just make you laugh really quickly. I did create my own underwear.
You created your own underwear.
I created my own underwear. I'll come back to it another time.
Wait, no.
I'll come back to it another time.
I'm trying to envision a thong.
Let's try.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like, I took the scissors, chopped it for some reason. Like, I don't know what I was doing, but I felt very nice.
Oh.
No.
Okay, so since we're on the nightclub stuff, right?
Second one quickly, and my second experience was a black club. It was a night called Caravana. I remember Caravana.
No, I've never been.
Okay, they used to come to Birmingham from London and put on a black night, and that's when I went with one of my friends that I'd met in Birmingham.
Yeah,
he was friends with like the event organisers, and that was the most black men I'd ever seen in one place, and it was the first time I'd seen. I don't want to use the word normal. I hate like using the word normal or straight acting or whatever it may be, but that was the first time I was in a place, and I looked around and I thought, my family and friends could come to this. Yeah. This would be cool for them to see. And the only reason you think that is because, like we were saying at the top end, the amount of stereotypes or misconceptions that are put on our world, and then you come into it and you're like, actually, is quote unquote just normal. It's just people clubbing that, you know.
But see, I think what you're saying, I hear it. I agree.
Music was banging. Everything was banging.
But if we now flip reverse it, say we're looking 15 years ago going out to now. I feel that no Pink Batty Riders is a sum up of what nightclubs are like right now.
Right now.
Like if you go to like Bootylicious now, because I just see them online, I say everything. I don't feel it's become a space anymore where I could say, my straight cousins or my brothers or my thing could go to.
Yeah. Oh, you think it's too much now?
I genuinely think that it's. I'm glad there's spaces that are safe and where people can express and be who they are and 100% who they want to be.
Yeah.
But you see, back in the day, I'd say probably 5% to 10% of a club would be the extraness in terms of the way they dress, Batty Riders, fishnet tights, right? And I'm not saying people played masculinity, but you'd find a lot more people in the club back in the day who were a lot more straight acting or masculine.
Yeah.
Whereas today, I would say 75% of that club are in Batty Riders, crop tops, feminine presenting.
75%?
Dan, we went to Halloween. I know it's Halloween. But 75% of people were dressed like females. That were males. Like half the outfits.
I'm kind of like this, but it was Halloween as well.
That's not okay. You know what I mean? Let's put in a normal night of like Scala or Bootylicious.
Yeah, Gen Z on some.
They're out there fully not giving a fuck. Nails, lashes, I'm not taking away from that, but I'm saying I think it's become a world that I don't think straight men.
Yeah.
I maybe think 15 years ago, it could have been maybe seen as quite easy to go out to.
But that demographic, that one is still very much there. You know, you talk about the guys that want to be doing the more feminine stuff like nails, hair, I think that demographic's always there. But that demographic's always there. But back in the day, probably not as prevalent. Well, yeah. Because I know some guys.
This is where I'm saying I'm talking the growth of it. It was always there.
Mass
amount from the 60s.
Yeah,
I'm talking about in today's world. If you watch, like, go to America, you go to Atlanta, you go to 70% of that club is nails, lashes, weaves, extra. Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm saying you put out for what it is in today's world.
But I would still say less of a percentage, because the whole thing of mentioning this was no Pink Batty Riders.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
I'm saying what your statement is, if we look at 15 years ago, that to me would make sense of saying no Pink Batty Riders, because it makes sense in terms of not everybody out there is flamboyant or dressing in a certain type of way or X, Y, and Z,
Yeah.
Whereas today's world,
I think because you just bringing my thought back to me again, I think what has happened in recent times with diversity and trans and inclusion and all this stuff is it's giving people more room to breathe and be them space, whereas they may have held that down before. So probably the reason why you see the increase. Do you know what I mean? In what you say is about 75%. But yeah, craziest time that you had back then. I think, do you know what? Yeah, I've had some crazy times out there in Clubland.
Or raving.
Raving, but my crazy time.
We're long enough for this episode.
No, we don't. But I was going to say my craziest time. Well, crazy times is probably me falling asleep actually in the DJ booth because I'm over it by that time. That is not the craziest by all means, but it's to that level. We were out there having a good time and stealing my mom's car. I told her I was going to Birmingham. Yeah. I took the car, picked up my bedroom. This was a Wednesday night. Stole the Punto because that's what it really is, allegedly. The Punto, drove to London, pulled up by Heaven. Now I know it's Charing Cross. Went clubbing all night. Then we tried to call 22 Man for us to stay over till the morning. No one could help us. End up driving the car back all the way to Wolverhampton. Almost got stopped by police as we were leaving London and got the car back just before my mum was about to go to work.
Oh, right.
Imagine that. The car was, you know, when you've been driving down the motorway and the car is full of mud. Absolutely everywhere, And my mum just went, Daniel, I don't know where you've been. Because I told her I was going to Birmingham. She's not a fool. I don't know where you've been. But when I get back from work, you're washing my car.
Why didn't you wash the car before you took it home?
Blood, it's like 7 something in the morning. Ain't no car wash open. This is Wolverhampton back then. No car wash open.
You could have got water from your house or your friend's house and just splash and be done.
Oh, I'm not even having that conversation with you. It's 7 a.m.
I realise.
No, go on.
You're not a good, scammer.
No.
Like, when it comes to going out parents,
my mum's standing in the window, blood. She's standing in the window.
I washed it round the corner. There'd be no way I'd be my mum. Don't have I stole the car, my mum had no idea.
I'm like, take the car.
I know how to pattern things.
I'm getting in bed, That's what I need to do. Go to sleep.
You're such a man. I'm like such a man.
You're pulling over to wash the blood car.
Well, if you don't want to get caught going to places you're going to be doing and you'll hide it, that's what you do.
Yeah, but like my experience of this world and the phrase "no pink batty riders," so just breaking misconceptions, is that I was exposed to a world that I didn't expect. It was friendly. I had a warm time because, you know me, I say hello to everyone. So I had a warm time. Just been exposed to people or an environment that I felt was like me. Like a little bit R&B, hip hop, the dance, the culture, the whole thing didn't feel alien. And it was a place that I was like, I want other people to experience this great time I'm having outside of our world. I want to tell them about this and I want to break the misconceptions because outside in friend circles, and it's partly trying to like remove embarrassment from a scenario because you've got to think about back then us coming out or being ourselves, even to friends, everyone's like, back man there, and not here for it. Definitely not like it is now. Or even when I was being myself from how long ago, definitely not like it is now.
How did this work for you? Because I don't know, I just had like a brain thing as you're talking. Like growing up Christian, right? Like, see, for me, when I went out clubbing, or I would say got into the gay world, the gay scene, like later on, I think 2021, that's when I first started going out. I am so happy that I went to church prior to me finding like going out.
Right.
Because I think I grew up learning like, or being able to experience the value of discernment. And understand what is for me and what wasn't for me.
Praise the Lord.
So like, even like when I used to go clubbing and like watching other people have one night stands, do drugs, hook up in toilets.
Absolutely fine.
Which is obviously
no,
in terms of growing up gay, it's the experience that a lot of people go through and you find yourself within that. The one thing I think I'm quite glad in the fact that I had discernment was I never really partook.
So much.
I
never partook.
I never participated. Like, in a lot of that. And to be fair, when I first started going out, I was in a relationship. So I never really did any of that stuff. I was like kind of, down. But I'm just so glad. Like when I think back to it, I'm like, I'm so glad I was never that guy that was just hooking up with random people, being in toilets, doing drugs. Like I didn't do any of that. So I think being like drinking alcohol, it's still bad. And I guess drinking to the point that I used to drink to get so drunk to end up in a club was bad. But at the same time, I'm just glad that I never did the extraness that a lot of other people took it.
You're glad you missed that part because you have your spiritual life in the background.
Well, but then I would say by the time I was like 27,
we was out that.
Then I was like, I was like 27, no, I lied, 25. I feel like 25 is where I really found like my...
I was liberated. Liberated into my complete freedom.
It's where the hoe kicked in.
We got hands on hold time. I mean, live life, you know.
You grew up in church, so was that very much part of like, or did you just, God was it another side?
Yeah, well, I'm not going to go into this entire lane, but like,
no, it's a question
growing up as no, I had emotions, with the Lord and all of that, but it's a very long story. It did come into play. It did help, but
okay. That's what it's kind of just
okay.
I would just thought, like when I think back to it, like I know I was so. No, I wasn't. I don't want to say that. Sounds weird to say that.
Yeah,
I would make myself different to everyone. I wasn't different to anyone else, but I had a different thought process.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So
it can run. Yeah. And just rounding up, like you mentioned it earlier, we spoke about
rounding up what's
the scene.
No,
because we've always spoken about the scene, right? And what that means and all of that, because the scene. We've always spoken about the scene and what's that mean in it. And it's like, I used to be of the mindset like, oh, I'm not on the scene. I'm not a part of the scene and blah, blah. But like, you get that, there's a bouginess within the gays as to whether you're on the scene or not. Because if you're on the scene, that means you're always around, you're always regular, you're always out there, innit? But I don't know if I look at the scene, like I kind of see the scene as more of like a community. For example, like my partner is always like, when we go out, I say, hello to so many people, and he's like, how do you know all these people, blah blah blah, you're that popular? And it's no, it's not that. It's more so like we were talking about earlier, from the time you're at Bootylicious in your early 20s all the way up to now, we make up about, black people on a whole make up about 3% of the UK population. What do black gays make up? We're even smaller.
Not 1%,
right? Not 0.1%. Hence why, the gays from Manchester, Wolverhampton, Birmingham, London, because everyone comes into these events and it's like a hello, or that friend knows that person. It's like less than 6 degrees of separation regarding 9 people. Like even now you see people and you feel so bad because you don't remember a name, but you've been seeing their faces for years. You know what I mean? Out and about at events and all that. So
see, me and Dan have a difference.
The scene is the scene.
Wait.
I'll just wrap up because I was just going to say, maybe, you talk about retirement because we don't club like that no more.
Don't jump into, I just want to give my opinion because you jump into retirement and it's ending the whole thing.
I'll give you 5.
Bloody hell. What were you talking about? Flipping hell.
No, I was saying the scene, innit? I was saying like the scene.
Yeah, 1 second. Let me my thought process. Shit. The scene, we're talking about the scene. It's about you and being on the scene.
I was saying retirement.
Oh no, the difference.
I love it.
So you see when you're talking about Elliot saying like, when you go out like right?
Yeah. How do you know everyone?
See the difference in that? I think because I was never spoke to anybody.
Yeah.
I can go out today and walk up. I don't know anybody. Then you say people's names. I don't know anybody. I don't know faces. I'm just like, you all right?
It's like a headband in it.
But I think that's what I'm saying. Like I think with you, because you're a very outgoing person, social, and your character is very much like you enjoy new people.
I like humans.
Yeah, I know.
Some of them.
I don't like humans.
Yeah, I don't mind like meeting new people and all that in it. But
I got a time.
Yeah, I think the scene is the scene. You have you make friends out there. A lot of us have associates or associate friend groups. That,
can I actually throw one thing in?
Yeah, go on.
Because I think this is quite an important. Maybe, I don't know, maybe not that important.
Yeah,
but you see the whole thing about are you on the scene, are you not on the scene?
Yeah.
And the idea around if you're on the scene, you're kind of like a less than gay.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Or a roundabout hole.
Or like you're the person on the bike. It makes
it seem like,
That's the way I know for some reason to why I interpret
that's how I interpret the scene. Like,
you know, let me ask you guys. So if you in the comments down below, right, let us know, like, when you think of like being a part of the scene, were you happy to be a part of the scene and claim to be part of the scene? Or were you one of those that were like, no, I'm not? Like,
Although you're out every week, you're out every month, you're at every event, you're at every club, you're at every tinga, but you're like, I'm not on the scene.
Okay, so if I ask you now, Dan,
was I on the scene?
Are you still on the scene?
Never. I was never on the scene, darling. Okay. I was far too exclusive. You know, I lived in Wolverhampton, you know, once a month for the bootiliciousness of it all. You know what I mean? But other events, heaven. Very rare you might see me on a Wednesday. Okay, but there was a period of time, 24 to like 27.
Yeah.
That, I was out all the time, fam. So maybe I could have been on the scene, you know what I mean? But
I guess if other people look at you, would they consider you to be part of the scene?
No. They might have just went back in the day. There's that guy that's always drunk.
See me, I don't think they'd ever say as part of the scene.
Nah.
I don't think so. I can't imagine them saying like Mace is part of the scene.
We're going to put out a poll.
I know, I think
it was Mace a part of the scene.
I don't know. Was I
100%?
I think I was. But no, I don't think I was.
I think we all were in our little ways.
I was around gay
you know what I mean?
Like 3 times a year.
Yeah.
Like literally. It was Pride.
Yeah. See, I didn't even used to do prides. I didn't even used to go to a pride.
Pride was later on in life. That was like when I was near like what, 27, 28?
You know how long it took me to go to a pride? Black Pride had been around since I was like 24, 25, and I would never go. Because I was just like,
my first Pride was Black Pride was you.
Yeah. Haddiston.
But then to be fair, okay, just another curveball in.
Yeah.
You see being gay abroad, right? Let's say if I went to like America, like I grew up in America from the age of 18 to about 25. I don't even grow up and I lived there, but in terms of traveling, I was in America a lot, like New York, Miami, Atlanta. And for some reason, and I don't know, maybe because it's been abroad.
Yeah.
Being out in the clubs and like being around other gays, because I didn't mind.
You're in another. It's like being anywhere in the world. It's not that you're invisible, but you're invisible. It doesn't matter because nobody knows you here. It's kind of like that.
And I think as well because back there, as much as people didn't know who we were, you didn't know anyone else around within our communities. No, you see what scared me about like coming out in like London and stuff. When I wasn't out, it was a scary part of like maybe bumping into like a cousin's friend or like someone you knew that was straight but was now with gay people, out with gay people, but they didn't know you were gay, even though I was a fucking screaming gay Batty man from the age of freaking what? 9.
I mean, it was very obvious.
Do you get what I mean?
Those,
But at the same time, I think those insecurities played a lot in my, my own head. Do you know
culture,
what I mean?
what we've been brought up in, all of it. Yeah, definitely.
Like I'm really sad. Like I get really not sad at like myself. But I get really sad at that. Like especially being black. And being part of black culture and growing up from Africa and then moving to the Western world and just seeing how our experiences as black gay people is so different to like white gay people, to people that have a more accepting community around them.
Or straight people.
Think of how much we missed out on.
Yeah, you like went to school and had the normal flirting girl thing.
I never went on one date until I was 19.
All of that,
My first date was 19 years old.
We know my
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, like, I'll be saving it for the other episode.
Oh yeah, we're definitely going to dive into that side of things because I think there's a real dark side of growing up gay and black. A real dark side that no one talks about.
And that you only realise when you're older how much you've actually been through to be yourself.
The loneliness.
Do you know what I mean?
And I don't mean loneliness as you sitting by yourself in a room. The loneliness of growing up in a space where you have no one to communicate the feelings you're going through. Or the things that are happening around you.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think it's so sad. And I don't know, maybe I look back now and I think of like gays in today's world. Like, I'm really happy there's such an open space for people to feel and be seen and be heard.
Yeah.
Because I think I'd be such a different gay man if I grew up in today's world than I did 20 years ago.
Oh my God.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Because the insecurities are mad.
Yeah.
Like, when I think of the darkest times of growing up, like being 15, 16 and battling Christianity and gayness, like, that was wild within itself.
We have a whole episode coming on that as by the way as well.
Christian, black and gay. Like, that episode's coming. It's going to be a hard, deep episode.
Innit? I better get all my notes down for that because I need to, like, that one. Yeah.
So guys, as you know, obviously we really want to touch on that episode. So for anyone that has grown up black, Christian, gay, and not even black, but maybe just even Christian and gay, like, I beg, send us in your testimonial. Send us in. Something that we can read out and like let other listeners know that you can be heard and things that you've been through and things that you've witnessed and how it's changed your mindset and how you are now as a grown up. Do you know what I mean? Because I feel, for myself anyway, I know for you, we've spoken about this a lot, but it was really, it changed the trajectory of my life, I would say.
Of course.
Do you know what I mean? And 100. I think there's so many things that we can dive into that can maybe help other people. Because that loneliness back then was a lot. Hell of a lot.
Do
you know what I mean?
It's a deep one, man. But so many areas. It feels like the time has gone by so fast, mate.
I know.
It feels super quick, isn't it?
We forgot one thing.
No, we haven't done. What are you going to say?
Track of the week.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Track of the week. And this track of the week for me is like, okay. Do you want to start or?
Yo, I've got a confession.
Go on.
I don't have a track of the week this week. You know why?
Actually, no.
Honest.
Your track of the week isn't anything this week because what we're doing this week, guys, before we forget.
Go on.
This week, for track of the week, we want to give a special shout out to Leanne. Big up, Leanne. She just dropped her debut album, My Ego Told Me To, which came out February 20th.
Yeah.
And our girl charted at number three on the fucking charts.
Independent artist.
Number one on the independent album charts and number 3 on the official album charts.
Are you crazy? Anybody that's out there hustling and making moves like that within the music industry, that is the UK. Props to you.
Brother, I just am in awe at just everything she's done. I think Leanne has finally got her debut album out for the world to hear.
Yeah, I did listen. I like
crazy.
And I was like, I don't have a track of the week.
Yes,
I like Look at Me Nice. That's the one I like. Look at Me Nice. I can't think of the second one right now.
Nice.
Look at Me Nice.
No, it's Talk to Me Nice.
Yo, anyone that knows me, knows I will always. Mike, I'm always going to sing the song lyrics wrong unless they're my own.
So your favorite track is Talk to Me Nice.
Talk to Me Nice. Thank you and please leave me alone. I'm playing.
Well, I've got.
How you do?
I was going to say your top 3 tracks. So there's 15 tracks on the album. So I'll say what your top 3 tracks are.
Yeah.
So number 1, Talk to Me Nice.
And Heaven.
So Talk to Me Nice. Heaven.
Those are my favourites, Face.
I said top 3.
Me tell you,
so Talk to Me Nice and Heaven. Okay, for me, this is really difficult because I have
a list. All right. Wait. I said we rounded this call.
I know, but we're giving out a massive shout out. Like, this is a massive for her.
Come on, then.
So for me, I would say top 3 tracks would be Goodbye, Good Morning.
Yeah.
Me Minus You.
Yeah.
And I want to say Talk to Me Nice. So I really love Talk to Me Nice.
Yeah, it's
but
good.
Then I also love Free.
Yeah.
I think Free is incredible. And Best Version of Me. Oh my God. See, there's so many.
Yeah.
There's so many. But please go check it out. Download, stream, have a listen, and let us know your favorite tracks too. Drop it in the comments. Let us know what you think.
Yeah, man. And it takes nothing, guys, actually, to be out there and just stream a song.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It literally means you go into Apple Music or I get very passionate about this because of my own music and stuff like that. But like people will go out there and buy a KFC meal, buy McDonald's, do whatever, And these things are like nothing to you. These are apps on your phone which you just literally have to open. to support art and music that you like to listen to and hear. You know what I mean?
So yeah, please just go give some love. And what we'll do, we'll drop the link in the description down below on the episode. So just have a click there, download, share, and stream. And just make sure you show some love, man. Come on. This is a debut album. You only get one debut album. Do you get what I mean? Yeah. So show some love. Give some love.
Getting it done. So there are 99% of you out there that do not currently subscribe to the channel.
Wait, first, I wanted to say about that. You can't say 99%.
Well, I'm just making up figures here.
Think of context.
I'm being Stephen by
99%.
I know almost 100 of you don't press subscribe.
There you go.
Well, when you look it up, anyway, guys, subscribe, get involved, follow. It costs you nothing.
You can find us on Instagram, X, TikTok at 2caps pod. So yeah, or just follow us on our personal accounts, Mace Jarvis and Dan Amari Music. Popped up down below. And thank you so much. Hope you guys enjoyed yourself.
Yeah,
I did.
Thanks, guys.
It's a good episode.
Well, come on then. Come on.
Oh, these high fives.
No, but you got to clap properly.
So
can we make a proper clap sound?
Yeah, but it's so cringy.
Come on then, just try it. Oh, that was a good one. One more. No, kind of half palm. We'll come out with a different outro next time.
Cool.
All right then.
Oh, no.
No,
guys, see you later. Peace.
Bye.